Okay, there we go. Ah. Hey everyone, how's it going? Hi DJ Nightmare, welcome. Hey Elmer, how are you doing? Welcome DJ Nightmare, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good time. Welcome to my stream. My name is Alexa. I am a human with fox ears. And tonight we're gonna be playing Stray Gods. Oh, this wrote straight gods. Straight is something they're not. They are stray, but they are not straight. Eh. Hey, nice Alex, how are you doing? Welcome. And congrats on posting the video. Also, welcome Johnny. Thanks for taking care of the thing again. I really don't know what's going on here.
The moving truck pulls up, there's a knock on the door. Now all your stuff is here, in boxes on the floor. You open up a box, there is so much to do. I open up my heart, this is now a home for two.
It's probably because they're European. True. You can either be gay or European, or you can be gay and European. That reminds me, last time I asked what LGBT was, didn't get a straight answer. Quite hard to get that one. It's a bit hard to give you a straight answer on that. Yeah. Cause you know, you ask gay people for a straight answer, their fuses start going off, and you only see smoke. And the Greeks were not just straight. Well, that's the thing, Elmer. Greeks are European. That's why. So, are they gay or European? They're Greeks. Oh, so they're gay and European. Okay. My photograph anniversary. Hey, that is so cool. Well, congrats. Here's to more years, here's to more years, taking photographs. Yeah, gosh. Okay, now it's better. Cut the tape with my Stanley knife, and we'll pack our life. We'll pack our life. I smile to myself. You cut the tape with my Stanley knife, and we unpack our life. We unpack our life. We unpack our life. Yeah, I could tell it's 1 year. Man, I miss unpacking. But I'm not gonna bring it again for 2 reasons. One, I already played it last year. And 2, I refuse to play that game again on the console. I've platinumed the game twice already. I have a test tomorrow and I feel both prepared and unprepared. Revised everything, saw the exercises in InDesign, and I feel empty. That's always the sensation. But you know what I've learned from my tutor, my economy tutor? She said, study as hard as you can, as much as you can, but on the day before the exam, do not study. Do not pick up anything that has to do with what you're going to do on the exam the next day. Don't do it. Level 2 hype train Shiro plays, just kidding, please relax. Hey, I mean, that's a nice game to replay though. Okay. Eu só não começo a fazer. Eu por acaso estava a pensar, eu acho que conseguia fazer aquilo. Só tenho um problema, as mãos suarem imenso e eu não quero tipo contaminar o pão. Uhum. Aham, ok.
E do nada de uma pouco começaram a ficar.
Ah,
O que aconteceu? Estava a fazer.
yeah. Não, mas neste caso era mesmo suor, que é só tipo impurezas do corpo. Já.
Mas sim. Mas pronto, vamos aprender a fazer para
Sim?
juntar leite.
Yeah. Sim, podemos tentar.
Ou leite de soja.
Não. Quer dizer, podemos tentar, sim.
Leite de amêndoa? Não.
Podemos tentar experimentar com leite de amêndoa. E depois, se for, podemos tentar com o de soja.
Sim, mas ali até vamos buscar coisas para
Yeah?
ideias.
Yeah.
Ok.
É mais eu, mas sim. Bé.
Não és tu.
Bé.
Não és tu.
Bé.
Máquina.
Mas sou eu que ponho os ingredientes.
A máquina é que faz tudo.
Mas sou eu que ponho os ingredientes.
Prometes.
Né. Nha.
Muito.
Nha. Eu adoro tipo eu a rir-me e a boca só fecha.
Já está aí.
Yeah. Sai daqui!
Kept you waiting, huh?
Hey Zed, how are you doing? Okay. I have something to tell my 18-year-old selves. Well, I had something to say to my 5 to I don't even know how 20-year-old something self. Anyway, okay, till 9th grade, I only need to study before any test or exam, and I always had good grades. Yeah. I'm imagining the non-Portuguese speakers being like that one shot of Vegeta where he says they're speaking the language of gods. They're goofy goobers. We appreciate the clips. 3 if you count the cat. What? Okay, yeah, the cat. Oh yeah, that happens sometimes. I'm glad you had a good lunch, but don't forget to eat something soft before going to bed so that you won't wake up super hungry tomorrow. That's not good for your health. Oh man. Gosh, I really am feeling the tiredness now. Cause I went to bed at like, I don't know, was it maybe midnight, I think? But I only managed to fall asleep at around 3 a.m. I hate my brain sometimes. Meanwhile, I can't eat anything until after the surgery tomorrow for... Oh no, you're right! Oh man, I hate that! So I'm understanding you like had lunch and probably a snack, mid-afternoon snack, and that's it. So you're not having dinner. Oh man, I hate that. That is horrible. Well, the thing is that we already had heathers in Portuguese. The problem is I knew of that too late, so I didn't manage to buy any tickets to see it, because I would have loved to. Is it something after being done with this? Well, at least that. Go with some boigas. No, wait, I meant I meant burgers. But sure, go with a guy or something. I don't know. I'm in the same server with an artist who actually printed a lot of Dear Evan Hansen well, drawings that she did, and she basically met the cast and gave a few of them. Sorry. I'll be about as hungry as a lion hasn't eaten in a week, but still, yeah, fair. You know, I don't exactly like having breakfast outside of home, but whenever I have to do like blood tests or whatever, you know, something that that requires me to fast for like way after the usual time, or like maybe, for example, I have to wake up at 7, so instead of eating something I have to, yeah. So in those cases I usually just sorry, I eat at a cafe. The trailer? Oh, you mean for Enigma Fear? No, I didn't. I was having dinner. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I do remember that I once had to do something where I had to fast. So no, there were 2 instances where I had to fast the next day. So what I did was I woke up super early and I had breakfast at like 7 a.m. No, either 6, 6:30 or 7 a.m. And because I do remember that whatever I had to do, I had to be fasting, but it was only going to be in the afternoon, so that is bullshit. But at least they did say how many hours of fast I had to do. So if I ate at that time, the digestion would be done for enough time that it would count. So yeah. And there was another time, which again, I don't exactly remember what I had to do. But I had to be fasting. So what I did was I stayed up really late, up until like, I guess 3 a.m. so that I could eat something, then go to sleep, and then wake up the next day and not feel as hungry. I kind of wish I could remember, but the only thing I remember I did was like watch a few episodes of Call the Midwife. That's the only thing I remember. I also prefer eating something at home, but well, when I get a fast, I'll eat anywhere. Plus, I have to eat for the sake of my meds. True. What, you got some tea? Sure. Whoa, wait. Okay, but is it tea that's gonna be controversial to the point where we should not be discussing that on Twitch? Or... Also, does it involve anyone that I know? Because if it involves anyone that I know that I don't care, or at least I don't want to talk about it here. It's a League of Legends thing? Oh yeah, speaking of League of Legends, 21 Pilots are gonna be at the Game Awards. And a few other bands that apparently have their songs in Arcane. Anyway, sure, go ahead. What's the tea on that? Now that you mentioned that it's LOL, it's probably not tea, but I'll take it. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, while Zed is writing, if you ever want to donate, you know, just give a little tip or whatever, you can do so using my Tip Me link. You can use my Tip Me link in the description. All that you need is to have your MBWay activated and just choose whatever you want to donate. It's super it's private, so I will never know what your number is. I'll only get the money. And I changed the well, no, I didn't change. I didn't change the ones on Lumia, but I have some new alerts for $25, $50, and $100. So yeah, that's all that I wanted to say. Anyway, the devs at Riot are offering $100,000 to anyone that finds exploits in their anti-cheat system in Vanguard. So they're basically paying you to beta test the system. That's not tea. That's just an information. Tea is basically having shit to say about someone. That's not saying shit about Riot. Yeah, but that's not even on Fortiche. I was kind of worried when I read that title. But yeah, it was only Netflix being a fucking idiot, which at this point surprises absolutely no one. Let me try something. Okay. It's not working for some reason. It's okay, you guys. You don't have to go on and give me tea on everything or anything. Still I'm out of stock on tea over here. Go to the coffee shop, get you some. Go to the coffee talk shop, get you some. Again? Oh, okay, wait, no. It just played. It just says it's playing We Are, but it's actually Haruka Kanata. I don't know why it's saying We Are, but whatever. I was actually now trying to think of what to do tomorrow for dinner. Ugh. Hello, we'll be lurking. No worries, Vash. Oh, by the way, do you have any tips? No, not tips. Do you have any suggestions on like what I could do tomorrow for dinner? Are you feeling like fish or meat? I'm feeling like whatever the fuck doesn't take me 3 hours to make. Something that I can do at best in half an hour. At worst, 1 hour. I'm not okay. You already lost me there. You already lost me at pork ribs. We don't have any of that. And honestly, I'm not gonna buy pork ribs. It sounds expensive. Also, really? You don't know how to write olive oil and white wine? We actually don't eat as much pork as before because, well, for one, I don't like pork that much anymore. The taste is kind of weird. I prefer like white meat, like chicken or something. Then again, speaking of, you know what? I think I already have an idea. I might do some stroganoff tomorrow. Unless... Wait. Yeah, I might do stroganoff tomorrow. Okay, I'm feeling like veggie for tomorrow's lunch. Orders a Happy Meal with carrot soup to get supper mayor car toy. I mean, why JK on that last part? If you want a Happy Meal, have a Happy Meal. Something happened today at work. My coworker asked me to sign his shirt. That is weird. Huh, I have no fucking clue why he wanted it. Oh, why didn't you ask? No Atari is mentioned during the making of these messages. I love ribs in general. I'm not against them. I like them. It's just that I don't eat pork as much. I don't know. There's something about the taste of the pork meat that just I don't know. I just don't like it that much anymore. It's not that I don't eat the ribs, it's just that nah. If I can avoid like red meat as much as I can for like health's sake, I will do so. But whenever we want to make like bolognese or something or lasagna, I will obviously buy red meat. Man, whenever Memories of School starts playing, I want to cry. It's such a beautiful song. So much, man, soup is soup and makes super good, not gonna lie. I don't know, I think I've only eaten their soup like once, and it was way too long ago. I just don't eat McDonald's overall anymore, except for like their ice cream, like McFlurry, and their breakfast. Also, the Gravity Falls creator noticed that his episodes are being used to train AI, which he hated. Well, welcome to the internet. Unfortunately, everyone's art is being stolen and used to train AI, and there's nothing you can do about it, sadly. Carne de porco ultimamente tem calhado mal. Sabe, acho que sabe daquele cheiro característico de carne de porco. Fora isso, tem mais por carne de vaca e cada vez fico mais contente por comer carne de vaca. Yeah, beef is softer in terms of taste and smell. Beef is softer than pork. But yeah, again, I do prefer white meat. Like chicken, turkey, and all that stuff. Basically birds. It's actually kind of funny, like why are birds meat white, but cows and like mammals, why are most mammals like red? It's kind of weird if you think about it. Shit, now I gotta ask. Now I gotta know. Okay, there we go. Explain like I'm 5. Okay, r/explain like I'm 5. Why is chicken meat white but beef red? Some meat is muscle built for endurance like running and needs a lot of oxygen. So it has a lot of special proteins that store and carry oxygen around, and these proteins happen to be red, so this meat is also red. Other meat is muscle built for quick, powerful movements like jumping and needs a lot of energy. So it has a lot of special sugar that stores energy in it, and it happens to be white. So this meat is also white. And the person then said, I'm not a doctor or a biologist, so I don't know if a duck breast can outrun a human thigh. We don't have Arby's. Also, high toxic. I like getting bird, but I don't like them fried. I like them if they're cooked like red meat. Lamb meat, I don't like it that much because of the strong taste. I actually do like lamb. Not lamb, lamb. Ah, fucking hell. Don't insult it, don't insult it, don't insult it, don't insult it until you have the thing. Don't insult it until I have the new phone. Oh boy. Okay. My take on meat. From worst to best, it goes pork, beef, chicken, turkey. Turkey. It's okay-ish. I'm dumb. Out of all the birds that I don't like eating as much is duck. I find duck to be so dry. Duck meat is so dry. It's weird. Well, but now we learned. It has to do with how the muscles are used, how the animal uses its muscles. So that's interesting. If you ask me about fish, I'd rather eat big fish just because they leave less bones. Technically, if you eat like those tiny sardines, they don't leave any bones if you eat them. They don't, not bones, but like, they don't leave any spines. Cause, well, yeah, no, it's called fish bones, so yeah. They don't leave any bones, cause you can just eat them like that. We don't have Arby's, Popeyes, Dairy Queen, Chick-fil-A, and probably others that I'm forgetting. We got Taco Bell in recent years, and it started in 2 locations. We also don't have Wendy's, before you ask. Sonic is also not a thing. Wait, what do you mean? Oh wait, they have a... Oh yeah, you're right. It is. It's a drive-in. Huh. Okay, yeah, no, we don't have Sonic either. I tried Wendy's at UK and it was disappointing. Yeah, too much hype for what it is. You know, the only really cool thing that Wendy's has for it truly is whoever runs their social media. I just remember seeing the 11-second CD with Tuesday's animation with Yago, and he's like, "What's on the menu?" Duck with orange. Cuts to flying knives with the Wizard Apprentice music in the background. Have you seen Ryanair? Boy, don't even talk to me about Ryanair or EasyJet. Fuck them. I mean, not Ryanair. Ryanair is kind of weird, but at least I don't recall having many problems with them. But EasyJet, oh boy, fucking hate them. Anyway, at least I hate them here. The Meat Mountain is equivalent to Ultimedium from regular show. What are you talking about? Major W, because we have Chimarrão, Loja das Sopas, Portugalia, Serra da Estrela, Vitaminas, and Puns and Company. Ryanair social media is funny. They roast people. Oh yeah. Yeah, they kind of do. They don't land, they arrive. Anyway. Let's go to Stray Gods. Oh gosh. And okay. Okay.
Hey, Freddy. Have you been waiting up this whole time?
Yeah? A goat man sends you off into the night. Your life is on the line. And I'm gonna, what, sleep? I was so worried after you left, and... Well, I also felt like crap. You were right to be mad. I said I'd support you as your friend, and I didn't. I don't know why I acted like that. I just had this image of you being swept off into some new world without me.
I can't do this without you.
I get it, Fred, but I do need you. I don't know if I can do this without your help.
I do know more when it comes to Greek mythology. Though I don't know if that last word applies now that we...
Just say you'll help me. I beg you.
Isn't that a given? Just tell me what happened since I saw you last. Huh. Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
That's what I said.
And you ended up staying with her instead of Apollo? I don't know, Grace. She sounds a little volatile.
She has her reasons.
She has her reasons. I just hope I don't end up on her bad side again.
You get on everyone's bad side, Grace.
Ouch.
Thanks, Fred.
So what are your options? You need to go back to Persephone at some point?
I could go back to Apollo's as well. Make sure he's not sore about what happened.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, "Come by Olympus." I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
Nice. The gentleman, she says, volatile. Please be sure to buy a humble bundles who are helping you sharing get great games. Though, always be sure that you actually want the games in there. Don't just buy it because you want to help charities and there's like a single game there. If it's got a lot of the games that you want, sure, go ahead. If it doesn't, don't waste your money. Don't throw away your money just to help charities. Which, by the way, I'm sorry to say that charities themselves don't gain that much money from it. I was thinking of buying the bundle that brought... It was like a house flipper bundle. And I was like, oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want the house flipper games. It only brought the first one and the VR game and Pets VR and a few of the DLCs. And I'm sorry, but it was not worth it because for one, I mean, yeah. For what I would spend, yes, it's obviously better. But the not so good part is that out of all the money that I would be spending on that bundle, A small percentage was going to the charity. I think not even half of the money was gonna go to the charity, which is very, very bad. Like, why? Well, for that logic, I'll just donate directly to the charity. If they're not gonna get like half of what I'm giving for these games, then I'm not gonna go through you. I will just donate directly to them. So yeah, also have that in mind when you use Humble Bundle. So, Wizard of Oz RPG game is getting a little resurgence, which I had no idea it existed. That's the magic of the internet. So, I remember, educate me on what's their mission. A Humble Bundle? Basically, they have lots of bundles where you can buy things like video games, courses, books, and whatnot. And the money reverts to charities. But again, like I said, a lot of the money just goes to Humble Bundle, and I think like whoever owns the games or something. And the rest goes to the charity itself. They support various charities. It depends a lot. It goes from helping people from underdeveloped countries to financing school for girls. I don't know that one of the charities is related to coding for girls. So yeah, it's very vast. But yeah. The idols live there.
That name keeps coming up. The idols live there, or at least most of them do.
Sounds cool. Even if Pan is there.
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddy.
The muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay. I'll go talk to Apollo to see what's going on.
Grace,
Yeah, told you she'd be back.
what are you doing here? When you stayed with Persephone, I thought that... Well, I didn't expect to see you again.
I wanted to check on you.
I thought I'd check in on you. The way you left, well, it was quite the scene.
Ah, yes, that. I want to apologize for my outburst. Being around my family brings out the worst in me, I'm afraid. It's why I avoid them whenever possible, and why I should have resisted getting dragged into all this.
Sorry about that. All
What
of
do
this?
you mean, all this? Saving my life? Helping find your friend's murderer?
When we met, I said I would just make things worse. And I was right.
You haven't. Even if you had, isn't now the time to fix it?
Goodbye, Grace. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Shit. What? I don't think he even is a romanceable option.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Oh, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
Is Olympus hidden?
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here? Or...
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
This isn't grand?
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better. This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
How many idols are there?
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
Do most idols live here? Yeah.
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the week.
Right. Good point. You asked me to meet you here?
I did. As I recall, you owe me a favor that I now wish to collect, if you'd be so kind.
I'm not breaking rules for you.
Fine. But just so you know, I'm not doing anything that's against the rules. I already have one trial coming.
Grace, baby, Boobala. Have I ever led you astray?
Not yet.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires. I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even. If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
What kind of favor is this?
This person I'm to help. What does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I. This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
That's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly. And with open arms.
Calliope just
What about Calliope? Did she walk into harm knowingly and with open arms?
You tell me. I could deny it, of course, but if you choose not to believe anything I say, what's the point of asking the question?
What is this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years. Books, mainly. We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself. A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
If these relics are off limits, does that mean they're dangerous?
Some, but I'm not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
Would Hecate really help me?
This Hecate, do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
I'll think about it, but no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite harmless. I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
Man, I don't know. It's like they want us to believe that it's him. So I'm like, do I believe that it's him? Is it false to believe that it's him? I don't know.
Oh, back already, are you? It's just as well. I've asked around, called in some favors, just enough to get an idea of what all the idols are currently up to. Much as I'm loath to admit it, I'm back to thinking Pan may be our prime suspect after all.
You changed your mind about
Why
him?
Pan? I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
I did. It doesn't seem like his style. Pan has always preferred scheming over direct confrontation. But the thing is, how did he know about you so quickly? What does he hope to gain by sticking his nose in?
A favor or two, I guess.
Half the idols owe him a favor or two. No, he's up to something else. Until I know what it is, I can't discount the possibility that he's involved in all this.
I actually went to see Pan at Olympus. I guess that wasn't such a great idea?
It depends. What did he want this time?
He asked me to repay the favor I owe him by helping someone at a place called the Reliquary.
A reliquary? Interesting. I wonder what his angle is.
Why is that interesting?
What's so interesting about the Reliquary?
It's a magical library of sorts. Who knows why Pan's interested in it? My suggestion? Do as he asks. At the very least, Hecate might prove to be of help to you, if it's written in her bloody book.
Her book?
You'll see.
Huh. It probably
I want to
is.
send you to a party, Grace. One Aphrodite is holding. She and Eros know Pan perhaps better than anyone. If you go, it'll give you a chance to find out what he's really up to.
Why a party?
Why a party? Couldn't I just go wherever she lives and ask her?
You could, but if you go to this party, she'll be grateful. She holds it from time to time and always asked Calliope to attend, but Calliope never would. You can put two and two together. A grateful Aphrodite might be willing to tell you what Pan is really up to.
True. Why can't you talk to Aphrodite?
You know Aphrodite better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
She and I don't get along.
Like how you and Apollo don't get along?
Even more intensely than that. I once said some things about her husband. They were true, but unwelcome.
I mean...
Suffice it to say, if I showed up at Aphrodite's party, revealing Pan's secrets would be the last thing on her mind.
One wild party with a goddess of love coming up.
It's less of a wild party and more of a somber affair.
You mean like a cocktail party?
Let me put it this way. Apollo will likely be there.
Gotcha. Expectations of fun downgraded considerably. I'll let you know what I find.
Which one? That is a good question. That is a very good question.
Fancy party? Check. Bunch of strangers? Check. Grace totally not dressed for the occasion? Check. Now, if only I knew what I was supposed to be doing here.
Grace? You're
No, it's
here.
okay. Apollo also looks the same, so...
I'm invited, aren't I?
I'm just surprised you even knew it was happening.
Persephone said I should come to this. Whatever this is.
Persephone didn't tell you? Why am I not surprised?
I came for Aphrodite's help.
Persephone said Aphrodite could help me and that she'd be grateful I came. That's it.
Persephone's not wrong, but that's not the entire story. You don't have any of Calliope's memories, right? No deja vu recollections that aren't your own?
No. Should I have?
Not right away. For a while, you won't remember anything. We call it the veil.
Yeah, it
In
kind of makes
time,
sense.
the veil will start to lift, slowly at first, but eventually you'll remember almost everything Calliope did.
Nobody told me that.
Seems like the sort of thing you should tell a new idol.
New idols are usually chosen. You would know about this already, except...
Except Calliope was murdered.
Well, remember how old we all are. There are so many memories. So the veil lifts gradually to protect you. Eventually, it's like a flood. It becomes difficult to separate what's you and what's them, and all who came before them.
If she had Calliope's memories, the case would be solved by now. Mayhaps. Mayhaps. Who knows? Will I become Calliope?
You're saying I won't be me. I won't be Grace. Will I start calling myself Calliope?
Maybe. Eventually, most of us do, but most of us were chosen and prepared.
And I didn't choose this.
I understand. Take some time to let it sink in. If you like, we can talk about it later.
What does this have to do with the party?
Aphrodite hasn't been the same since we came to the New World. She has horrific memories of what she endured during the war. Passing on her eidolon is a way to forget, for a while. That's what this party is for.
Huh. That's pretty extreme.
She doesn't have any other options? Therapy, pills, social media?
If you think she hasn't tried all those things, perhaps you could ask her about them.
It just seems extreme, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is. It is, however, an extreme situation. For idols, our memories can become a prison. This is how Aphrodite chooses to escape.
Aphrodite has done this before.
This isn't the first time Aphrodite's done this. She's held this kind of gathering before, right?
This is her fourth, I think, perhaps fifth.
So every time the veil, whatever you call it, when it starts to lift...
Aphrodite's memories return, and eventually it is too much. We gather to pay our respects and to honor the past. Well, she still remembers it.
Calliope didn't approve?
Wait. Persephone said Calliope always refused to come to these parties.
She refused on principle. Everything Calliope did was on principle. She believed Aphrodite was indulging her sadness, wallowing in it. She thought Aphrodite should try harder. It was a point of contention between them. Aphrodite will be grateful you're here. Trust me.
Do you support this?
Do you support what Aphrodite is doing here?
It's not my choice to make, Grace.
Yeah, but you must have an opinion.
Eventually you will remember what we experienced during the war. And eventually you will remember that what Aphrodite experienced was far worse. If this is the mercy she requires, I will not tell her she should not take it.
I mean, I don't like the idea. Again, it's like he said, Calliope didn't come to to Aphrodite's parties on principle, on a principle that she did not agree with the fact that Aphrodite is just hiding away her sadness for a very short amount of time, because I mean for the time that gods live, supposedly, yeah, it is a short time. Like, for example, a few weeks is a very short time, or months, or whatever. I mean, in this case, I believe it's gonna take like a few years for her to remember everything. He did say that she was on her fourth or fifth change of Eidolon. But at the same time, I kind of understand why she's doing it. We all have our ways of coping with trauma, and a lot of them start being very toxic. We always go, at some point in our lives, we all go through some sort of toxic coping mechanism. And in Aphrodite's case, this is her unhealthy, toxic coping mechanism. Just switching bodies and using the veil to forget what happened during the war. I'm not saying that she has no reason not to like trust others and try to get help in dealing with her trauma, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with I get it.
Okay, so what did Aphrodite want Calliope to do? What did she want me to do?
Well, knowing Aphrodite, she'll want you to make a production of it all. She's not here just yet. Until she arrives, I suggest mingling.
Oh.
Mingling.
Wait.
Yeah, mingling. Talk to Eros. Or we can talk more if you like. Just try to relax, Grace.
Sure, yeah. Relax. That's what this party is for, right?
Okay, so maybe we can actually help Aphrodite with her trauma by doing all this? Could be. Let's go talk to Eros.
Grace.
Hey, Eros. Nice to...
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Aphrodite will be so happy you're here. It means so much, you have no idea.
Oh, are you okay?
Are you okay? You seem a bit...
Every time she does this, I don't know how to handle it. I almost want to run upstairs and demand she stop, Remind her that this never works. Sorry, I shouldn't unload on you. It's been a bad week.
This happens a lot.
From the sounds of it, this happens a lot.
Every 20 years or so. That's how
okay.
long she can hold out until.
There we go.
Until she just can't stand it anymore.
Well, Errol's
Every
just
time
a
Aphrodite forgets.
He just
At least for a
confirmed.
while. But I don't. I remember everything. I'm there for the nightmares, the panic attacks, the days she doesn't even remember the war's over. And now I'm arranging her gathering again, so she can die again. And I'll watch it all again.
My God. Holy shit. Ugh. Fuck, I could feel the pain in his voice. Shit. Phew. You know, I was saying that again, this is all about how Aphrodite is dealing poorly with her trauma of the war. But again, other people's trauma do end up, and their unhealthy coping mechanisms also end up affecting everyone around them. And in this case, it's affecting Eros the more. Eros is like, again, he calls her like his mother, because again, by Greek mythology logic, yes, she is his mother. But at this point, it just gets weird to call her mother because she gets younger. She just stays the same, and he takes. I'm guessing that they all stay the same unless something happens to them, either because they're murdered, like Calliope said, or like I believe it was Athena that said, the idols just find someone who has so much potential to do what they're doing that they're like, this person deserves this opportunity. I'm gonna give them my eidolon. But I'm guessing that it does take a long time, and I'm pretty sure, I'm also gonna guess that a few of these gods don't ever change, don't ever give up their eidolons, because either what they do is just way too harsh on someone to pass on to someone, or just way too fucking depressing and fucking weird to pass on to someone else. I mean, can you imagine being chosen by Eros to inherit whatever the fuck he does? It's kind of weird. Like, what do you mean I have a talent for sex? It's weird. But yeah. Other than that is, yeah, you can actually tell that she is suffering a lot, but of all the idols around her, he is the one suffering the most. Is there no other way?
Is there no other way? Does Aphrodite really need to...
To die? I've asked that so many times. She's tried magic, drugs, psychotherapy, meditation, everything we could possibly think of. For a while, she'll deny anything's wrong. It all seems fine, and I start to hope. Maybe this time will be different. Then the nightmares begin, and the memories return. More with each passing day until... I hate it, but I see her agony. I can't deny her this.
Maybe I just don't understand, but... Isn't this, like, suicide?
Some of the idols have committed suicide. They let themselves die without passing on their eidolon.
What happens?
What you'd expect. They're gone. Forever. Mother says she can't do that. She won't. Not until she sees Hephaestus again, I suspect.
There you go,
Not
that's the
that
husband.
what's happening here is anything casual. She still has to die for a while.
Is it okay if I ask what happened? I don't mean to pry, but I'm new. I really don't know.
I know, but it happened to Aphrodite, not me. It's not my story to tell.
If I know what she was dealing with, I might be able to help.
Could you? I suppose it wouldn't hurt. What happened is that Brother Ares happened.
Oh.
He missed out on the first world-spanning war, you see, so he was damned if he'd miss out on the next one. He found some jack-booted mortals so full of themselves and their supremacy, and he told them about the idols. Then they came for us. Took us completely by surprise. Some they killed, but Aphrodite,
Oh, shit.
her they captured.
I'm sorry, I have to pause this for a bit. I think I know where this is going. I think I know where the biggest trauma is. Yeah, I know you asked. I mean, I too didn't know which one it was. But yeah, in this case, you know, it's Hephaestus. But, oh... Shit. Yeah, you guys give me a bit, cause I kinda need to watch the VOD. I kinda need to watch yesterday's VOD to do this. Fuck. Okay. I think I'm even going to like kind of copy paste the one from Persona 3. Let's see. I think it was in commands. Yep. Okay. I'm just going to turn this one off and da. Okay. And I'm also going to write allegory to suicide. I'm so sorry for the silence, you guys. Because no one is actually doing it, but it kind of is an allegory to suicide. So yeah. I'm gonna do it now. And Johnny Feud. Oh, well, that was very perfectly timed. Anyway. Okay, no, wait, sorry. Yeah, okay. There we go. So I think we all know where where the story is going. Please be very careful when listening to this.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Did Aphrodite escape?
Aphrodite was captured, but she's here now. So she must have escaped.
She didn't. Do you know the name Hephaestus?
No. Should I?
God of Smiths. You could make any...
Okay, I'm kind of laughing at this because girly, do they not teach Greek mythology at school? God damn it!
anything, any tool or weapon. He was Aphrodite's husband, and he adored her. When he found out the mortals were torturing her, he went mad. He was determined to save her.
They tortured her?
Nothing extreme, I'm told. They were too frightened, but they were also determined to wring every last secret out of her. So, who knows how long that fear would have lasted. Thus, Hephaestus made a deal.
With the, jackbooted guys.
No, with their enemies. That's what saved her.
Then this deal is how Aphrodite survived.
It's how we all survived. It's what brought us to the new world. Hephaestus saved us all. We never saw him again. That was the deal. He would leave, make their precious weapons, and never look back. Aphrodite never even got to say goodbye. It's funny, because Aphrodite didn't even like Hephaestus when they were married. She seemed to resent every minute they were together. But now he's all she can think about.
You sound like you don't approve of what Aphrodite's doing.
What I want is for her to not hurt anymore. What I want is for this to end. She'll ask you to use your power as part of the celebration. Could you use it to inspire her?
I can't force anyone to do anything they don't want to, Eros.
That's not what I'm asking. I believe that deep down, she doesn't want to do this any longer. She must see it isn't working. She just needs the strength to try. Or I hope that's all she needs.
Man, I just want to hug this guy, man. Fuck.
I'll try, if you think it'll do some good.
I don't know if it will. I just find it hard to believe it could get any worse.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it. Do whatever you think is right, Grace. And thank you.
Okay, let's go talk to Apollo and wait, that conversation with him goes a little lighter here. Oh boy.
I know all these people, Grace. For as long as I can remember, I've known them. Yet sometimes I feel like I don't know any of them at all. Or they me.
You don't seem comfortable.
You don't enjoy these family gatherings, do you?
Are they family gatherings? Like the sort mortals have?
You call each other sister and brother and mother.
Well, yes, but
And you've been together like 100 times longer than I lived with my family. All you're missing is a drunk uncle everyone has to apologize for.
Well, actually.
that would be Pan.
Oh, really?
But yes, I feel very much out of place.
Oh. Why
is that exactly? Wouldn't you feel more like you belonged after 1,000 years together?
Is your assumption that all those centuries bring great wisdom?
Don't they?
We get older. We have more to forget. We hold grudges longer, but wiser. No. Not so far.
Eros wants this to stop.
I spoke to Eros. He's pretty broken up over all this.
Oh, poor Eros. Each new successor, his hopes rise up once more. And then he watches the new Aphrodite crumble. Piece by piece. Only to start all over again. It's so different from the olden days. Once he was the eternal disaster, and Aphrodite kept constant vigil over him.
Maybe he feels like he owes her.
I think he's followed her into a dark void, and somewhere, deep down, believes he deserves no better.
I should get back out there.
And let's wait for Aphrodite.
My family. Having you all here, gathered once again to see me off, it moves me. More than I can say. My loves, my darlings, my dearest friends. And you. Oh, my dear sweet thing. I dare not hope that you, with all your troubles, might sing me to my sleep. Yet here you are. Yet here she is. Huh.
Nice to meet you again.
It's lovely to meet you, Aphrodite. Properly, this time.
Ah, yes. Poor Calliope. Such a loss to us all. I shall miss her dearly. To have come so far, only... No, it doesn't bear thinking about. It's too much.
Is this Grace, my lady? The new muse?
Oh!
Oh.
What manners I have. Grace, Grace, meet the lovely mortal woman who shall tonight become...
Wait, did you notice her name? Did you notice the mortal's name? Did anyone here notice the mortal's name? I'm not gonna continue the game until someone... Her name is Venus! The mortal's name is Venus. So literally Aphrodite. But Roman mythology. Oh, that was so clever of them. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there.
The new me.
Hi, my name's Venus, and yes, it really is Venus. Nice to meet you, Grace.
You're okay with this?
Hi. So, you're okay with this? You know what's gonna happen?
Of course. We've been working together, preparing for, 6 months now? Has it only been that long?
Must be nice to be prepared.
Ooh, I'm so sorry. Lady Aphrodite told me. I should have thought about that.
There will be so much time for you lovelies to speak later. Now, we must prepare for my departure.
I really need your help first.
Are you sure we can't talk first? I really need your help, Aphrodite.
I know you do, my dear. I wish I could be there for you, but I'm afraid my time is up. But since you've shown such kindness in coming, I will ask Eros to make himself available to you
okay,
afterwards.
no,
There's
please,
nothing I know
ma'am.
that he does not. He is my son, my truest friend, my
Ma'am,
longest
please.
love.
No.
Won't he be
Please.
a little distracted?
Eros has been through this before, Grace. He knows what must be done.
Okay, ma'am, I don't feel comfortable with that. Please. I don't know. It kind of feels like I would be using him. I'm not that big of a fan of that. No, please. No, I can't choose this. Why can't I choose this? Anyway, tell me what my role is.
I have to admit, it's not clear what my part in all this is supposed to be.
How could it be? You've barely just arrived, darling girl. How did you even find out about it?
That would be Persephone's doing.
Apollo! Oh, you've come after all.
You look remarkably well, cousin.
I've had a great deal of time to prepare. I assure you that would not be the case. As for you, Grace, have you gathered the true purpose of tonight's gathering?
Shit, why can't I? God damn it. I need to forget.
To ease your suffering? To forget about what happened?
And escape into the soothing blackness. To swim in Lethean waters, at least for a time.
Does it help?
I don't know. Each Aphrodite before me begged for mercy. This is all I can do for all of us. Even so, tonight is not about the pain. It is about honoring the memory of what was while that memory still persists. Go, enjoy the gathering, Grace. Tell me when you're ready to begin.
Let's talk to Apollo again. I don't know. Is there anything else we can talk to him about?
Back again.
Aphrodite won't help me.
I don't think I'll have a chance to talk to Aphrodite. Not before, you know.
Not surprising. Surely Persephone must have realized that.
How? She's never been to one of these things. Anyway, I'm not sure what I'd do now.
You have two choices, Grace. Either you do as she asks and sing her to her rest,
At which point Venus won't have Aphrodite's memories yet.
or you somehow convince her to remain with us and hope she's grateful.
And doesn't regret it. Or get angry at me for ruining her party.
Do what you feel is right. It's a risk either way.
I should get back out there.
Let's go talk to Venus.
I want to apologize again, Grace. I really messed up. It looks like I'll be doing that a lot. Lady Aphrodite said I'm ready, but I don't know.
Having second thoughts? If so, now's probably the time to mention it.
I would never do that to Lady Aphrodite. I'm just nervous.
That's understandable.
If I can ask, what does it feel like after it happens? Do you feel different?
That is also something that I am curious about. Maybe she will?
I was so scared at the time, I didn't know what to think. I had no idea who Calliope really was.
You didn't remember anything? About her? Who she was? She was just gone?
Yeah. Isn't that the point of all this?
I just wanted to be sure. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it could be real.
How do you know Aphrodite?
How do you know Aphrodite exactly?
So I was working at this homeless shelter, right? A couple of years ago, and she came in with one of the older residents. And she was there in this, like, amazing dress. And she's sitting with this guy and really listening to him. Like, they were old friends or something. I just thought, what is someone like her doing in a place like this? So, I just went over and introduced myself.
That's it? Just like that.
Yeah. She came back to the shelter a few times, but by then, I guess she'd taken an interest in me instead.
Your name is really Venus?
Your name's really Venus, huh?
Everybody asks me that. Even the other idols. Maybe that's why Lady Aphrodite noticed me in the first place. She says it was fated to be. I say it's because my mama was a diehard hippie.
You said earlier you're okay with all this, but...
Like, even Aphrodite thinks it's fate.
I saw a lot of people in crisis at the shelter. I knew something was wrong with Lady Aphrodite. She's in so much pain, Grace. She won't let you see how much. Eros called me one night desperate. She wouldn't stop screaming. She didn't know where she was. She's a good person, Grace. A good soul. She deserves mercy.
This is wrong.
But don't you feel this is wrong? I mean, you're ending your life. It's like some kind of murder-suicide pact.
I don't think of it like that. Lady Aphrodite is not committing suicide, and I'm not being murdered.
Aren't you? Your life is ending. It's being taken over, swallowed up by Aphrodite's grief.
I'm becoming part of something bigger. Something amazing. Or maybe you're right. It'll be terrible, and I'll end up in so much pain I'll regret it.
So why go through with it?
Because Lady Aphrodite needs me. Maybe, just maybe, if I'm added into the mix of all the people she's been, maybe things will be different.
Okay, let's talk to Apollo again to see if he says anything different here.
Back again.
Have you met Venus?
Have you spoken with Venus? She seems really...
Nice, earnest, a genuinely good person.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's not an accident. Ever since the war, Aphrodite has sought out the kindest, the most innocent souls to be her successors. She chooses them because she believes that over time, it might make her a better person. A more worthy person.
Wouldn't it be better if she chose people who were, I don't know, more resilient?
I suppose that depends on your definition of strength, Grace.
True.
I should get back out there.
Let's begin the ritual then. Oh boy.
I have tried so hard, fought for so long, but in the end, I must bid you all farewell once again. But before I go, I would like us all to remember the sacrifices that brought us here, to this strange new world. This time, it is with the help of our lovely muse that we shall be guided. We let them rise. We let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong.
Music time.
Since the beginning we were hidden. We held court from up above. 'Twas the golden age of reason, and I the queen of love. But a plague of hate was spreading, and there were vultures standing by. Before we fell to our knees begging, we fell from the sky. We let them rise, we let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. We sought shelter from the shadows, but were soon ripped from the dark. Those mortal souls that ended us were jealous from the start. They hunted me for power to fuel their psychopathic cause. And once they fell before me and worshipped all I was, they chased me down and threw me in a cage, held me prisoner for so long. I thought I'd win their hearts again. I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, the power of the idols pounds within your chest. But for now I am in mourning for a love gone unexpressed. He was harder than the chisel. I was a horrid block of ice. A winter's chill that stayed until he made his sacrifice. The man that I ignored saved me when I fell. Yes, the husband I abhorred rescued me from hell. I thought it was a joke when it was said to me. He struck a deal with our enemy's enemy, made a secret weapon so my captors let me go. He gave up his freedom, leaving just a memory, and this love I'll never know is what he gave to me.
I can't believe what I'm hearing today. If your story stops there, I've nothing to say. I can't imagine. I feel like a child who grew up too fast. The goddess of love can't get past the past. What good is a flame when everything's ash? I can't imagine.
There's no excuse, but mortals can tell.
You know.
There's no sweet release, it's ongoing.
You know. You know.
Everyone's here to bid me farewell. Can you imagine?
I can imagine.
This really happened. I can't forgive the river's too deep. Its reflection won't lie, so just let me sleep. I can't let go of what could have been.
Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment.
by your side, now I no longer see the purpose of love when it tears at the center of me. My arrows are rusty, forget the bow, and I won't be begging you not to go. But when you're away, you leave us a broken home, and you leave me alone, lost in a moment, lost in a song, lost in a moment, lost in a song,
Lost in a moment. So much suffering here. Our queen deserves mercy, that much is clear. And in the blink of an eye, lost in a moment, lost in a song, lost in a moment, lost in a song.
Lost in a moment. Lost in a moment. Lost in a moment.
Are you?
I'm fine. I'm still myself. I thought there'd be something more, that I feel her presence, but she's just gone.
She'll be back. But she'll also be you. She'll be different.
I'll try to be ready. I promise.
Nah, man, that last part of the song when Arrow started to sing, it broke me, man. I was not expecting those words. And I kind of wish I could stop this. Like, I'm sure I'm not sure, but maybe there is a way that you can, like, stop her from doing this, you know?
I'm really sorry, Eros. I know you wanted me to convince Aphrodite to change her mind, but...
It's all right. There's no convincing her, was there?
She didn't have the strength to fight any longer. At least, now she can rest.
I suppose that's true. Before we go, Aphrodite told me you wanted her help to learn about Calliope's death. I'm not my mother, but maybe there's something I can tell you. Do you have any suspects yet?
Maybe Pan.
I was, thinking maybe Pan.
Pan? He's a lot of things, but a murderer.
He showed up at my apartment right after I left Athena's office. He's very suspicious.
He is, I'll give you that. I'll never forgive him for Cupid.
Oh boy.
You know, there is a far more obvious suspect.
Oh, how does
You're
she
thinking
know?
of Medusa, aren't you?
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, hold the phone. That chick who turns people into stone?
Yeah, that's the one.
Medusa works for Athena as, well, as a watcher. That's how Lady Aphrodite described it.
Mother always complained there was something wrong about Medusa, that she would be trouble eventually. Athena disagreed.
If you're gonna start looking into anyone, Grace, start with her.
Come now, Venus. It's been a long night. I'll get you home.
Thank you for everything, Grace. Truly. It was a wonderful song.
I do want to eventually get like all the endings possible, but it is gonna take me a while.
So, did they have anything helpful?
Lost in a song.
Maybe. What do you know about Medusa?
Medusa? That's a rather dark name to unearth. Are you thinking of seeking her out?
Is there any other way?
I have to. How else will I find out what she knows?
You need to be careful, Grace. Medusa is not to be toyed with. Athena employs her as a spy master, a hound to do her bidding, a vicious hound at that. Athena's not likely to tell either of us where to find Medusa. I can't say for certain who would know. Are you all right, Grace? You seem troubled.
What Aphrodite went through, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the life of an immortal. It never ends.
Wow. Way to really sell it, Apollo.
I assume you'll be on your way then?
Yeah, I should probably check in.
Give my regards to Persephone when you see her.
I just got a notification that one of my Steam friends is playing God of War Ragnarok, so it's kind of funny how it all
Apollo.
comes
Always so dramatic.
back
Well
around,
done,
you know?
by the way. And cheers to you, Aphrodite. You shall be missed. For a few years, at least.
I still don't know if I did the right thing.
Well, it was never up to you, Grace. The choice has always been Aphrodite's. She's been in hell since the war. And you were only a visitor. I remember the last time I passed on my Eidolon. 1952.
Wow.
I was married to, well, I'd say you'd call him a gangster. More of a thug. A mean, vicious little thug. Persephone saved me from him. Tore his head clean off.
Damn.
But not before he
Oh,
fired
wait.
a shotgun into her chest.
Oh, okay, wait. Gosh. I was a bit confused here. Okay, no, she was talking about, like, this Persephone that she is now used to be a regular person who was married to a very dangerous guy, and the previous Persephone saved her from him. Okay. Yeah, oof. This is the first time they say this, so I was caught off guard.
My chest? Whatever.
Do you remember who you were before?
I still am her. Chastity, that is. You can see why I switched names.
Ah.
I remember being disgusted I was ever that weak. Persephone made me strong. But it never really goes away. We all have our sordid history, our personal horrors, building up like sediment around our souls. You can't let it bury you, Grace. You are the only one who can keep your head afloat.
Honestly, I know what the heart goes to, but I really want to tell her that she's incredible.
You're incredible. You know that?
There's no need to be facetious, Grace.
No, really.
I am incredible. It's true. It's good that you recognize this.
Okay, I take it back.
Oh, you can't take it back, Grace. I would have thought you'd learned that by now.
Oh, I was not expecting a song. Sure. Oh, I know that there's a song starting, but I actually just noticed that the carpet she has on the ground is all pomegranates. So for those of you who don't know, when Persephone went to the underworld, there was a tree there that had a single pomegranate. And the moment she ate it, I believe she became barren. Wait, gosh, now I forget what happened. Let me just like quickly, let me go to main menu. Okay, and then I'll continue, but let me just check what happened after Persephone ate the pomegranate. See, I was there for the pomegranate seeds. I have a rock in the other room, but Demeter freed him because Demeter turned him into an eagle owl. Okay, but that's... Okay, but I want to know what happened. Like, why... What happened after she ate it? Okay. Is that disappeared? Okay. Shit. Okay. Let me see. Fine. So, okay. I think that her eating the pomegranate is what bound her to the underworld. Yeah. Okay. So, because it says here. When Hades was informed that Zeus commanded to return Persephone, he complied with the request, but he first tricked her into eating pomegranate seeds. Exactly. Hermes was sent to retrieve Persephone, but because she had tasted the food of the underworld, she was obliged to spend a third of each year in the underworld and the remaining part of the year with the gods above. So basically the 3 winter months... So the 3 winter months she had to stay in the underworld because she ate the pomegranate. Okay, let's go. I don't know if we're gonna have to like... Okay, it starts on the song. Cool. But yeah, as you can see, the pomegranate's there.
After centuries of cruel injustice, everybody working against me, every idol but for one, violent with apathy. We couldn't reach a resolution, but you and I, I'm queen of the underworld, and you praise you. Something seems familiar about you.
Oh boy.
Have we met some lifetime ago? Gods like me don't have too much to hope for. The rules been fixed throughout the ages.
So I have forged a daring path. I would like to make some changes. You see, we can win a revolution, you and I, you and I. I'm queen of the underworld, and you, Grace,
You're lost, little girl. The first time we met, you called me that. And now I understand. Show it or not, I see your heart.
You've got one big mouth on you, don't you? Yet it's me who's close.
This is going a bit fast, don't you think?
Think I like
Oh.
that mouth on
Ma'am.
won't you?
Oh.
You've overstayed your
Oh,
welcome.
okay. Ah!
Time to go home.
Fuck. I knew that was going
Get
too
out of here,
fast.
Grace.
Oh boy. I did feel that was going too fast, but holy shit. That somehow that frustrated me. Oh boy. Okay, let's go to the reliquary. She did make the move, but yeah.
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know,
Oh.
rats.
Yeah.
Instead, we have. Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
That's how Pan described it. He said it was a, what's the word? A reliquary?
That is where relics are kept, like magic items, like when we played D&D.
Oh, this is nothing like D&D.
Well, I don't know about you, Grace, but if a dragon came flying out of that mist, I would not be the least bit surprised.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind. Oh. But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
That sounds good, yeah. Hey, Hecate! I love your library. So much knowledge. Wow.
I bet you'll really appreciate a quality smartass.
I brought you for a reason, right?
We make a fine team, you and I.
Oh my god, Freddy.
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No.
Should I?
I actually don't.
That's the Minotaur's real name.
Oh.
You know, big bull head, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
You know, I actually never
did not mention that.
knew the Minotaur's
Why am I not
real name.
surprised?
I actually never knew the Minotaur's real name. I am kind of surprised.
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends?
Nah.
Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
We saw an Indo 2 weeks ago. Man, that episode was so funny.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
If I can, sure. Why not?
Because Pan, that's why not?
I thought you were over that.
Okay, Okay, I hope you're right. Let's go meddle in someone's love life. What could go wrong?
Oh, hi, ma'am. Hello?
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came!
I think I'm gonna go with... no, wait. I'm no mortal.
But I'm not mortal! Wow, does that sound weird coming out of my mouth?
You, perhaps, but the one with you? Mortals cannot learn of the knowledge kept here. Not ever!
Can't we make an exception? Freddy's cool, honest.
Betrayal is inevitable. The reliquary shall be overcome by chaos.
Hey now, I won't betray anyone. Especially not Grace.
It's true. Freddy has never betrayed me. Not since the 6th grade, anyway.
Oh, come on, you're really gonna bring that up now?
Grace?
Oh. Hello? What? Oh, okay, yeah, no, she means us. Right.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
Oh, shit. Well, you know what? She did know through, like, her book thingy, but I'm gonna say nobody told you?
Nobody told you the news? That's rude. I do not need to be told. It has been written, and thus I know. Has it also been written who murdered Calliope? Murder? No, Calliope dies in a vehicle crash in your arms. It is written.
Huh.
Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident, and... An accident? That's not what happened. Are you saying the books are wrong? Look, whoever screwed up your magic book, it wasn't me.
Yeah, Grace is already getting blamed for everything.
The books cannot be tampered with. They record what is.
But it isn't.
You will explain. We will both sit, and you will explain. There will be tea.
Oh, thank you.
Curious. It is clear something unanticipated has occurred, something outside the realm of fate.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research. Years? I don't have years. That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Yeah, it's okay. Can't you speed that up?
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer. Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible. The Moi what? You might know them as the Fates.
Oh.
They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not sound good.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry. Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here. A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
Oh. Oh, hello.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Wow, okay.
What?
Freddy was right.
As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
Oh my god. Why does he look like that? And why does he have that accent? It just makes him look silly.
Hi there. Can we talk? Somewhere in private?
Talk? What, you and me? Why? What about?
You know, about a delicate matter that maybe you needed help with.
Oh boy.
Nope. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. No delegates here.
Huh.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
No, wait, but
There must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm not going.
It is written.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
Sure, why not? Time to use my powers.
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you think this one could be... do you hear what I'm hearing?
Oh, okay.
Oh, you still here? I had to run the entire... Oh, that's a long way, innit? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Why couldn't you... Wait.
Oh
Are
no.
you saying what I think you're saying?
Oh, this is so great. I love this.
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please, help me tell her.
Do you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
Uh-huh. And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, you know, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Man.
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to be dead?
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone.
Oh, well, that's good.
Except Theseus. But he was a bellend.
Okay, yeah.
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... She's just the best. Like, she knows everything, and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me, and she doesn't even have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. Well, I want to try. Oh, won't you help me?
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time
Okay,
I end up
who
knocking
voices
over
the
a table
Minotaur?
or killing a cat or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at
Oh
words.
my god,
Really
no.
not good.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. You know, please say you'll help me.
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
Well, she probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me. But just once, I'd like to be able to ask her, you know, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you, no matter what she says.
I promise.
I don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
Which part?
Helping him woo her with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. You can only make them say what's in their heart.
Yeah, that's the part I can't do.
Fair.
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear. Maybe she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you, even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
I can't say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddy?
Okay, there goes the song.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest. You can do it.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But
This is going well.
in summary, you and me are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me.
Oh.
You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically, just that metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
Shit, can someone help me?
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
The romantic setup.
Hecate, with you there's so much to love. Oh, I'm not saying you're fat.
Oh my god.
Just say that. Something she doesn't know about herself.
Oh, Katie, to me, you know you enrapture?
Ooh, good word.
Is your pallid skin, your lips are so thin, your love of books.
Asterian, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me? You couldn't possibly. Really?
Oh, you're doing great. Give it another go.
You cast a spell on me.
No.
It's a feeling that's killing me.
And I was gonna
Let's
say.
say categorically. Oh, Katie, it's just you and me.
I cannot hide from my reality. I can't help but think it's best that you forget me. I feel so little joy. My want is to destroy. You will come to resent me. I'm truly fond of you. Yet now it appears that you love me. How can you be so sure? What is my allure? Tears are near certain.
I could never make you cry.
It's not my tears I fear. What if I lose you?
Couldn't. Oh, I feel so powerless.
Let me be crystal clear. Do you believe this love of yours shall persevere? Despite all it won't face, it won't disappear. My virtues are few, and if we see this through, the pain that we share may be too severe.
Oh, of course she sings my song better than I do. Help me.
Freddie, you gotta step in. Me? Yeah, you're just as qualified as I am.
Yeah.
Hecate, I'd say he's really put himself out there. Now he cannot undo, it's a brave thing to do. Wish I had his daring. Well, I'm saying that I've missed out before. Last chances rushed out that exit door. I could never let my heart be heard, and it's withering. Now I'm reconsidering. I'm tempted, but what you're all telling me is nothing will go wrong, for it's destiny. Have you truly considered this carefully? Black magic takes a toll, and if you lose control, the cost is paid by reality. Is my heart worth everything going amiss? I cannot protect you from the dark abyss, so don't dismiss, just resist.
You think that I don't know the darkness inside of me. You know the stars, but do you remember your history? I love the person I have become. You changed me. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me.
Very well, Asterion. I accept your proposal.
Can you lead? I ain't prepared for this.
My heart is a shiver, so hard to describe. These feelings I feel coming up from inside. It's unexpected, I barely know what to do. All this seemed impossible, yet now it's come true.
I feel like our story's about to begin. Coming out of the shadows has changed everything. To you, Grace and Freddie, how do I thank you?
I think you just did. You trod the path well, okay?
You cast a spell on me.
Ah, that was a nice love story.
That was diverting. You felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterion's feelings until he spoke them to me.
But you knew that.
I follow the rules. It is written.
It's kind of weird.
You have Freddie to thank. It was her idea.
A mortal with a clever idea.
Oh!
How novel.
Ouch.
Thanks.
You will need to visit again in the future. There will be tea. Come, Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
Man, this whole situation was
How long
weird.
are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. Say, what'd I tell you?
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
As a high strategist, how are you doing? What do you mean, it? 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 What?
Everything's okay, I hope?
Oh, yeah. No, it was so wonderful. Kate just wanted to talk about feelings and that, which, Well, neither of us are good at. Right, so, I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
She did what?
Okay.
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Oh, well, I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms, and I chased after her.
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's not the chatty type, you know. She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Well, normally nobody does that.
Well, Calliope did. She got in somehow.
Well, she must have snuck in the back way. Where do you think I keep running from? Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one, but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real?
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. All I know is that she was hurt, bleeding bad, but I don't know why. I wanted to help her, but she got away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Wait, what? Medusa? Here?
Yeah. Well, she's not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
How could Calliope have been wounded?
I don't know. Maybe Medusa did it. Probably not, though. You know, I never saw Medusa near the reliquary, just out in the fog, so she never even got that close.
So whatever happened to Calliope happened inside the reliquary?
I guess. But we don't have anything that would attack anyone. Especially not an idol.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so, they vanished after.
What was Medusa doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked.
Seems pretty convenient. Her just out there suddenly.
Yeah, that part's weird. I've never seen her near the reliquary before.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
This means Calliope came here the night she died. This is where she was attacked.
But we don't know by whom.
Well, this is the second time Medusa's name has come up. That can't be a coincidence.
Well, she's super scary, but, you know she works for Athena, right? I thought maybe that's why she was here, but Athena said she didn't know about it.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
You okay there, friendo?
Honestly, I'm furious. Someone knew she was here. They attacked her here.
And got away without Asterion seeing them.
I might never find out, Freddy. What if I go to Medusa and that leads nowhere? What then? Someone murdered her and they might never see justice.
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Okay.
Pan! I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
Still shivered.
You're welcome. You might have warned me what his love life issue was.
What was it? Asterion wouldn't say.
You really didn't know?
It was exhausting trying to get the poor fellow to admit as much as he did. At any rate, you seem to have worked it out. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
You know I did. Don't try to deny it.
I'm fairly certain I've yet to deny anything at all.
Ugh.
Okay.
Grace, if I didn't know better, I'd say you were being fresh.
Go ahead. Tell me it's a coincidence that you knew exactly where to send me.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
Give me a reason to believe you, Pan.
You want the ever-elusive proof.
The fuck?
If I had that to offer, do you think I would hesitate to share it? Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly. I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
We'll see where that takes us. Pan, you are just the worst.
Aren't I, though? You could live the high life, Grace. Throw caution to the wind. Embrace what you can before you...
Die?
Before I die? You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
You'll want to find Medusa, I suppose.
Yeah, her name keeps coming up.
You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. But do be careful if you call on her, Grace. Medusa is a hideous monster and should be treated as such.
Welcome back, Alex. Ugh. Boy, I'm guessing that Act 2 is the longest one, because I've been at this for, well, 2 hours, I would say. Backup strategist. Also, hi, X-Bob. How are you doing? Can I go talk to Persephone, or does she not want me there?
Back from your visit to the reliquary?
How did you know I was there?
Athena was ranting about it when I left her. She's none too pleased about you breaking the rules. Let's hope what you learned was worth it. Medusa was at the reliquary that night. You don't intend to confront her directly, do you?
You think I shouldn't? How else will I find out why she was there?
There's always a way, Grace. Asking someone directly isn't the only method. Still, while I hate to say it, confronting Medusa may be your best option.
You could come with me when I talk to her.
Trust me, if I'm anywhere within a mile, she'll have vanished by the time you so much as knock on her door. Just lie to me and say you'll be careful. On a different matter, I've had time to do some thinking. After Aphrodite's party, we never really spoke about the Eidolon and Calliope's memories. No doubt you have many questions.
Apollo told me a little about it. He did say I should talk to you, though.
Did he now? Is there anything you'd like to ask?
Now you say hi. I see what you did there. I did say what the fuck when you sent it, but they were in the middle of a conversation. I don't like speaking in the middle of other people's conversations. How
many times have you died? Can I ask that?
We call it passing on. I've lost track of just how many times I've passed on my Eidolon. A dozen? It's happened less often in more recent eras.
And the one you told me about, the woman married to that gangster, she was the most recent?
I don't think of Chastity as a she. That was me, just as the one my husband blasted with a shotgun was also me. It was one of the few times I wasn't able to prepare my successor. We were friends, yes, but I didn't know what Persephone was, and I had no idea what I'd just become.
That must have been difficult.
It was more difficult taking over my dead husband's territory. Women weren't often mobsters in those days.
Huh.
Were you really a gangster? I've heard it said, but it sounds...
Let me put it this way. I felt as if I'd been blessed by a dying woman who saved me from a prison of my own making. I didn't know what I was, but I was free. I felt more alive than I'd ever felt before, and strong enough to toss an ox 10 feet. Did I set out to become a mobster? Not exactly. My husband's friends thought I'd murdered him, however, so they came after me. And one thing led to another.
Oh, I see.
Athena found me just as my memories were starting to return. I wasn't permitted to continue doing something so noticeable, so I was carted off to Olympus. It's too bad, really. I was an excellent mobster.
Wait, you said that Persephone passed on her Eidolon as she lay dying. What if she had just died?
The Eidolon will keep us alive for a time, even in the most horrific circumstances, in hopes that there's someone to pass it on to.
What if there isn't? What if Chastity had died before you were shot?
Well, then the line of Persephone would have ended then and there. Oh, there are some stories that say an Eidolon will go wandering, that it never really dies. Who knows if there's any truth to that? It's not exactly something we've had the opportunity to study. All we know is that many idols have left us forever. They've died, and that's how it happens.
When all these memories start to return, will I feel different?
First, you'll have dreams. Places you've never been, people you've never met. But unlike with normal dreams, these will linger. Then they will come while you're awake. Sudden flashes or snippets of déjà vu. And sometimes it will seem so real you'll swear you're hallucinating. If there's anything difficult about the process, is that it becomes hard to differentiate between your life and all these other lives you're now recalling.
It does sound confusing.
Confusing and often unpleasant, as not all the memories will be fond ones. But that will pass in time.
I know I ship Chris and Freddy, but something about these two. Yeah, I don't know, man.
You said it becomes hard to differentiate your life from the others.
How hard, exactly? It'll still be me, right?
Oh, how do I explain this? Grace, would you say that you are who you are because of your experiences? The things you've lived and done?
I guess so, sure.
Well, all the things Calliope has done, and those before her, will now be yours. They will feel like a part of your life as well. Thus, they can't help but shape you. The Grace that is now will be and will have done so much more. Fortunately, you don't have to deal with every memory. Each time the Eidolon passes on, the oldest memories fade, and that helps.
Wait, how is it good that old memories start to fade?
Think of how old we are, Grace. If all those memories returned to you with perfect clarity, they would destroy you.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean you've all forgotten so much?
Well, far more than we remember. The further I think back, the more it becomes a bit of a blur, actually. You'll recall important moments. Some will be mixed up with the stories mortals tell, and you won't be sure which is the memory and which is the story. An idol's memory is a series of islands in a dark ocean, and they become smaller and smaller as they recede into the horizon. It sounds dire, but you become accustomed to it. It just takes time, and now you have all the time in the world.
It's a lot to consider, assuming I'll even have time to worry about it, what with the trial coming.
Either the trial will end poorly, in which case all of this is moot, or it will end well, and you will have plenty of time to digest.
Yeah, thanks for the update.
I'm a realist, Grace. It's what I'm best at. Now then, unless you've something else to ask.
Tell me more about Calliope. You and her were good friends, right?
We were.
And
if you had told me a decade ago that I would become close to one of the muses, I would have laughed in your face. I always considered them Apollo's creatures. Calliope, Cleo, and Talia. Vapid, frivolous gods who handed off their eidolon to any artist who took their fancy. Every time I met one of them, they were someone else. I mean, Apollo called them the Sisters of Beauty, no matter their gender. Can you imagine that? That's such a stupid name.
I never thought of that. Do idols change gender a lot?
Well, we tend to seek out successors like ourselves, but it happens. With the muses, it happened frequently. Everywhere Apollo went, they surrounded him like a gaggle of ducklings, just like him to gather his own fans.
If you disliked the muses so much, how did you end up becoming friends with Calliope?
Well, she sought me out. She'd become more and more unhappy on Olympus, so she decided to leave just as I had, long before. Calliope asked for my help, and I laughed in her face. Go ask one of your sycophant mortals, I told her.
Sorry.
I mean, surely one of them has some threadbare couch you can sleep on.
Wow.
Typically, she was undeterred. She didn't just want a place to stay. She said she wanted to learn how to be truly independent from an idol who had mastered it. What can I say? I mean, I am a sucker for a well-timed compliment. I took her in. Apollo was furious. He and Calliope were barely speaking, but he was certain she'd come crawling back to Olympus. Oh, it made taking her in all the sweeter.
You can use the I'm pretty sure that nothing more is gonna happen now, but sorry, you can use the command if you want to.
After you took Calliope in, that's when you became friends?
Well, no, not right away. I wasn't looking for a friend. What I was looking for was an opening act in the club. Calliope entertained here for years, and then eventually turned from performing to attracting new acts. She was in her element. She and I, we warmed up to each other eventually. She was more capable than I expected, and I adored her furious rants.
Yeah.
Calliope didn't seem like the furious type when I met her. That's hard to picture.
Oh, then you didn't really meet her. She was an idealist, and nobody could ever quite live up to her standards for very long. Her brothers and sisters, least of all. The idols needed to change, she said. They were withering away in the shadows, diminished and unwilling to save their own skins. When I joined the chorus, she expected me to change everything, as if I could single-handedly override Athena. I was to be her champion, and together we would bring revolution to the idols. Well, I was yet another disappointment. She left the club, but I gave her a place to live. We were supposed to stay in touch, but you know how it went from there.
What happened to the other muses? You mentioned 2 others. Were they lost in the war?
One of them was, though not like you think. The day we were to leave on the ship, Talia simply never showed up.
Do you know what happened to her?
We never heard from her again. Apollo thrashed about in mourning, but, Talia had been fading away for years. It wasn't a surprise to the rest of us.
What about the other muse, Cleo?
Died long before. A victim at the hands of a mortal man, when she no longer possessed the power to bedazzle him. As I understand it, he kept her in a cage as a pet until her eidolon shriveled up and perished.
Oh.
He was dead before she was.
Ugh, that's pretty dark.
Yes, well, we come by our wariness of mortals.
Never mind. Yeah, do
honestly,
put up that trigger warning again. Yeah, because, oh boy. Yikes, that's another way of saying killing someone's spirit.
I'd like to know a little more about the idols. I am one now, right?
What constitutes a little more in this instance?
Well, what are we? Where did we come from? If an idol is a soul that moves from person to person, it must have started somewhere, right?
Ah, the big question. To which the answer is, nobody knows. I remember the original Persephone only vaguely. Indeed, I'm not even certain she was the original. Was there something before her? How did she get her eidolon? I couldn't tell you. Evidently, we wrote little down in those early days, or were forbidden to, and our memories only stretch back so far. Anything beyond that simply isn't.
Psst. Isn't it strange to not know where you come from? For all you know, the idols could be aliens.
Aliens? Grace, you watch too many movies.
Gods are okay, but aliens are just wacky fiction.
Fine, yes. It is strange. No, our earliest days aren't the only blanks in our memories, however. We have many. And the last was the day Zeus called us all together to tell us Rome had fallen and we should prepare for war. But did that war occur? I couldn't tell you. The last thing I remember after Rome was 1,000 years later, in the 16th century. I was in a different body, feeling as if no time at all had passed. Athena calls that period the gap. That's what it feels like. All of us experienced it, and not one of us knows why or how.
The gap you mentioned. What was that like? Did you just wake up one day, or...
I wasn't asleep. I lived. I had lives. I passed on my eidolon. I may have known who I was and what I was, but perhaps I was completely unaware. All I know is that one day, Athena came to my nunnery, near Trieste, I think. The moment that I saw her, all the old memories came flooding back. My life during the gap was wiped away in an instant, and it never returned. If someone did that to us, they were powerful indeed.
What about Athena? I mean, she's the one who found you, right? She must have been aware.
Athena woke up on her own, or so she claims, and spent the next century rounding up those idols who remained. Zeus, however, was gone. What became of him, what happened in Rome, we've never pieced it together. It's troubling.
It is a bit.
Tell me more about the war. It seems to have had a huge effect on all of you.
That's putting it mildly.
From Aphrodite's song, I know Ares betrayed everyone. What did you do?
Honestly, after my mother was murdered, I barely remember.
Your mother?
Her name was Demeter. Not truly my mother, but an idol who had always cared for me since the early days. I thought we'd be together forever. And Ares brought those filthy bastards down on us. Demeter was slain by bullets. By bullets. Until that day, I had believed we were untouchable.
Yikes.
Why would Ares do that? Did he get anything out of it in the end, or...?
What he got was a final death. A few of us hunted him down and made sure he paid for his betrayal. He choked on his own blood. As for why he did it, who knows? He thought us a lost cause. He wanted glory. He wanted more than we had, living in secret. After that, I don't know. We went from hiding place to hiding place. I didn't even know what Hephaestus had done for us when I found myself on a boat. We might have been gods once, but after the war, we were just refugees, like so many others, fleeing to a distant land.
Was it hard for the idols to come to the New World? It's just a place like any other, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't the place that was hard, it was the fear. We knew we were vulnerable. We knew mortals could and would kill us. Suddenly, there were rules. We had to be secret. We had to stay close together. We huddled in the shadows and quaked each time the mortals so much as breathed in our direction. We couldn't all live that way. Some of us drifted away, faded into the night without so much as an explanation. That's what's been the hard part. Our inevitable decline in a place where we don't belong.
Interesting.
We can pass on our eidolons as often as we like, but it will never truly be home.
Are you willing to talk about Hades? If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm just...
incredibly curious how I ended up murdering my husband.
That, yeah.
One might think that my hatred of Hades began when he kidnapped me and forced me to be his bride. But honestly, that wasn't it. I hated my brothers and sisters for letting it happen, but Hades himself terrified me. He had a presence. One that forever made him the most important man in the room. And me? Oh, I was nothing in comparison. When Hades began doting on me, trying to earn my favor, I swooned that he might deign to think of me that way. For centuries, I actually thought I was in love, that the kidnapping was the best thing that ever happened to me. It's funny how our perspectives change.
Phush! These people need therapy. But yeah, that is a fun fact.
If you got along with Hades for so long, what changed?
I did. I grew up. I was a trophy for Hades. A conquest that he expected to remain meek and unchanging forever. He went out of his way to keep me small. I slowly realized that, he'd always been that way. Manipulation and arrogance behind the handsome sneer. We battled for centuries. I hated him, and I told him so, but he refused to part with me. He declared that I was his and would stay in the underworld where I belonged.
And that's when you killed him?
That's when I killed him. Yes. The first time one idol had ever murdered another. Thank you very much.
I'm guessing the other idols weren't thrilled with you killing Hades.
Well, yeah, they didn't know what to do with me. And Athena was furious that the most powerful remaining idol had been lost. See, this was before the war and before all the new rules. The chorus had never once contemplated execution, but they certainly considered it then. In the end, they decided it was better to humiliate me. They ensured I did not benefit from Hades' murder, and stripped the throne I had wrested from his grasp.
Which you weren't happy about.
I asked them where they were all those years while I pleaded for help. I was held captive, and what was I expected to do? What, lie down and take it forever because Hades was more useful to them alive? No. I stopped doing what was expected of me the day I slit his throat. May he rot in Tartarus with the Titans for all eternity.
How did you go from ruling the underworld to opening a nightclub named after it?
I won it in a bet with Dionysus, god of merriment.
Okay, there has to be a story there.
Well, the story is that he was a fool, but a charming one with many patrons. They built him a nightclub as his personal playground. And it was a grand old time for Dionysus in the 1970s, I assure you, but he didn't know how to run a business. By the time disco was ready to die, so was his stupid club. So I offered to make it profitable. If I succeeded, he would turn ownership over to me. He accepted because, frankly, all he wanted to do was drink anyhow. I was successful. The club became mine, and I kicked Dionysus out for never paying his tab.
Sucks to be him.
Dionysus ever sobers up, he might decide to be sore about it, but so far that hasn't happened.
Tars mentioned.
What's the deal between you and Apollo? The way you two fight.
I've told you how he and the other idols stood by and let me rot with Hades, did I not?
It seems more personal than that.
Okay, there's an old saying that no one escapes the underworld. But that's not true. I did. Once. Not long after Hades kidnapped me. I was homesick, and I missed my mother. Charon took pity on me and allowed me across the Styx. And after that, Grace, I waded through darkness itself to get out of there. Hades chased after me relentlessly, but I evaded him, right up until I got to the very slopes of Olympus. And who do you suppose was the first idol I met?
Uh-oh.
Apollo stood there. I cried out to him, begging him not to let Hades take me, and yet Apollo did as he has always done. Absolutely nothing. Hades was thrilled. And I knew then and there I could never rely on my so-called family for anything, ever again.
That's all I can think of for now. I'll see you around?
Oh, yes. That's where I'll be. Around.
Are we sure Apollo isn't an ass in this one? I think he's more of a prior asshole who knows he did a lot of wrong and wants to make amends but doesn't know how to because it's been so long. And as they said, they can hold grudges for forever. So yeah. He's espresso depresso, that too. He's also espresso depresso. And you know what I am? I am tired. I actually wanted to see if I could finish Act 2, but I'm super tired. I get the feeling that Act 2 is gonna end after Medusa's lair, but I'm not sure, and I'm closing my eyes now. Like, again, I only slept for like 4 hours today. Actually, sorry, okay, I slept for 5 hours, but that's because I refused to wake up after 8. Yeah. So yeah, I am going to do that. Okay, okay. I was just trying to check. Okay, main menu, exit game. Okay. I refuse to wake up after 8. I sleep whenever the darkness claims me. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is cool. Oh, sorry. Oh, what? When the fuck did that happen? Oh, wait, what? Man, that's not the thing that I put. What the hell? Oh, thank you so much for the donation. I really don't know why that didn't. Ugh. And I tested it out so much. Like, now I really yeah, it was. I know, but I have like very specific singular. That sounds. I said singular. It was a whole euro. No, but the thing that's annoying me is that I spent the afternoon with Xpop as my witness. I spent the whole afternoon trying to deal with the alerts. He even helped me out, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Okay, then. Okay, I think I know why. I think I know why it didn't work. That makes no sense, but sure. Yeah, supposedly it should. Let me just try again. Oh, right. I have the tip amount set to 0. There we go. Yeah. Though maybe I should like increase the font size a bit, but I'll take care of that tomorrow. It's because the software doesn't like me. No, it's because I accidentally set the tip amount to 0, and so there was no there was no alert set for €1, only for like 0 then 2, and then that's why it didn't set. I don't know why this missed. Let me just check first. Okay, 2. Okay. Phew. Okay, let me test something. I am very afraid. Sorry. You should. Oh boy. Biersta. How about you go fuck yourself? Why are you guys like this? Okay. Okay, never mind. Anyway.
Still Miu Miu, Char Miu Miu, Poder Miu Miu, contra ti.
Oh my
2
fucking
pontos.
God. You are fucking insane! You are fucking insane! uma cena aí, bro. Tenho um milhão de minhas e eu. Ai, então estou aqui a fazer umas cenas e pessoas. Só essa cena das Miu Miu. Que era que ele tinha sugerido para meter como sangue. Can we get a tissue? I'm gonna have money to buy tissues, alright. Ai, putz, eu posso ajudar com a viagem no próximo ano. Yeah, anyone else wanna help us fund our trip to Scotland next year? Não, tive quase, já tive quase, mas... Não, também tive que ver, porque também, foda-se, não vou estar a falar quando as pessoas estão a falar, a história está toda ali. Não, opá, porque quando se começa a falar do passado da Afrodite, aquilo é pesado. Porque era aí que começam os orgulhos a saber essas coisas todas. I think I forgot a zero, bro, don't...
Faças isso.
Por favor, não. Foda-se, era o que eu ia dizer. But yeah, no, seriously, don't add another zero, cause yeah, don't add another zero, or else you're gonna cause me a fucking breakdown, and you're gonna cost someone else a heart attack, cause I'm gonna start. The questions are gonna be asked, and I really don't know how to answer them. Okay, I already have to answer for over 100. Hã? Eu sei o quê? Não é boa ideia. É que pelo menos um de nós tem tipo um salário um bocadinho mais certo. Man. Y'all remember the last time I was almost ending the stream and I started crying? It was almost 2 years ago, damn. Oh yeah, I don't think you were here back then. Wasn't there for when I saw the clip. True. Elmer was, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, Elmer was here when that happened. Yeah, I think you were. Yeah, for those of you who don't know or don't remember, this is the first thing that ever made me cry on stream. This drawing over here. Yeah, let me just check the codes. A revolução. Oh, you guys give me a second. And with it came as a new outfit. Indeed it did. I absolutely adore that. Absolute art. Neste caso é arte porque é só um desenho. Neste caso é só arte porque é um desenho. Portanto, absolute art. Anyway. But yeah, I was you know, it is mostly going to be a raid and run, but then again, you guys are practically all going to bed, so maybe I shouldn't raid anyone, because most of us are just gonna raid and run. So maybe we should leave it at that. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, and you also have the whole thing tomorrow. Oh man, can you believe you're probably not even gonna be here for the ending of the you're probably not even gonna be here for the end of Stray Gods, man. In your case, it's cry and run. In my case, it's crying myself to sleep. Holy shit. It's said about. Oh yeah, that is true. Gosh, I am getting so many things. I feel spoiled. But yeah, we do have to we'll see, I'll say something if I can. Hey, no pressure on that. Please do rest a lot. You did tell me what it was gonna be about, and it does seem tiring, so don't push yourself too hard, okay? Take tomorrow to rest. Seriously. Crying, I'm familiar with the feeling. It's okay. I cry for all the people who can't. Just need to check that tomorrow. No pressure. Again, no pressure. So it's your fault. No, I never said that. I said, oh, you don't cry? That's okay. I'll cry for you then. Never said that was on me. But yeah, I was going to say that yeah, we do have to like pick a day to like meet up for us to like for you to like give me the sticker and probably the book if you end up getting it. Because the thing is, we're probably not going to the same cinema on Thursday. Anyway, but we'll talk about that privately. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream here, everyone. So yeah. Yep, thank you all so much for being here. I hope you're all enjoying. Oh, so sorry. I hope you're all enjoying Stray Gods. I am really liking the story and the characters. Oh my god. And the music specifically. I'm like, chef's kiss, that one. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Stray Gods, possibly the ending. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and once again, like, Thank you so much for the 100 euros, you fucking idiot. Like, you are insane.
Idiot mile.
Okay, you Mr. fucking idiot. Mr. fucking idiot. Oh, there you go. Thank you, like, seriously, thank you so much. Oh, man. I gotta make a call tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye. Oh yeah, and Elmer, good luck on that exam, and good luck on what you're gonna do, Johnny.